my fellow Homo sapiens? It's your boy, the legendary Hadou, and I'm coming at you with a GantzE Manga chapter review. GantzE Manga chapter 20, respective Daybreaks. This and more coming at you next! Alright, so this chapter here will, once again, from the previous chapter, this was one of those really kind of slow-paced chapters. Everybody's going back to their life, and we're getting to see what they was doing in their previous lives and a little bit about some of their characters' backstory. So we first open up with the princess Yukihime, and she's walking towards this castle. Now, while she's walking towards this castle, there's a guard standing there, and he's like, wow, what a pretty lady. And immediately, I started to think back at the original GantzE with Kei Kushimoto, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, when she attempted to commit suicide. She got sent to GantzE. However, there was a copy made where she still was living with her family, but she was also in GantzE. So when Yukihime was coming up to the castle, I got that vibe. I was like, okay, what if she got copied? So I was thinking like, dude, did she get copied? You know what I'm saying? Like, is she actually going to be there and she's walking up towards it? But as she walked up towards the castle, she says, hey, I'm Yukihime. And the guards was like, oh, the princess is back. The princess is back. And everybody started to kind of run forward. So I was like, okay, she must not have been a copy. But for a second, I thought that was going to happen. Then we go to Hamby. He's waking up. And he looks to the side. He sees his GantzE suit. And he goes, okay, it wasn't a dream. He walks out, he sees the girl he likes, he starts talking to the girl, and she says that everyone thought that he was dead, he's immortal, like that's crazy, how you're still alive. Everyone pretty much gave up on you. And I guess he said he was gonna go check out the village where Masakachi is at. So he's gonna go check out the village where Masakachi is, because that was the village that actually helped search for their bodies to see did they survive or did they drown. And she asks, was Masakachi okay? He says, yeah, but then he makes a little joke like, yeah, he's not interested in women, you know, kind of hint toward that he might be gay, you know what I'm saying? He's not interested in females. Give up on this guy. And she's like, mind your own business. You know, she gets upset. She's like, mind your own business. And then we go to the veteran, and we finally get the veteran's name, and I believe you pronounce her name as Osaki, and she's with some older man. I don't know, is that her grandfather or her dad or someone she's taking care of? But the older guy's like, hey, you left again. And with stories like this, you know it's going to end in tragedy. You know something bad is going to happen. I mean, I guess she is his main provider of taking care of him. So clearly when she got to go and put her life on the line and fight these games and fight against these aliens, you know, that's one of those really sad stories that's just getting ready to happen, because it looks like this person can't take care of himself. So Osaki, she goes to the side, she starts to undress, and she starts to get herself clean. I was hoping we were going to get some side boob, but you know, she starts to wash herself and get herself clean. And then finally we get to Masakachi. And the main area for this chapter here was kind of getting some backstory for Masakachi. When you look at everybody else, it seems like everyone has someone to go to. When you look at Masakachi, he goes home and it's just this empty area. There's this blank empty area. There's no one's waiting on him. And we end up getting a flashback about Masakachi's childhood, and we understand a few things. He had a loving family. His family took him to a festival in which was something the first time he ever seen fireworks, and he was really happy. However, it was time to go, and all of a sudden his parents seemed to kind of panic. His parents was like, hey, we got to get up out of here. We got to go home. It's getting too late. However, Masakachi ends up chasing a dog, in which that dog ends up getting away from him, and by the time he turns back to his parents has been slaughtered. They've been killed by some type of killer. Some murderer is out there just killing random people. That murderer sees Masakachi, and he goes after Masakachi. Masakachi hauls ass. He tries to escape. He tries to get to safety. He ends up hiding in this little water, and basically that's what happens to his parents. However, Masakachi has a grudge, and he's mad, he's angry, he wants to kill this killer. And that sets up, that's foreshadowing for the future. We're probably going to see this killer, this murderer, somewhere in this series somewhere, because, I mean, it's a reason why they brought him up. So either A, he's going to be a GantzE, he's going to be in that room, and they're going to have to work together, but somewhere down the line, Masakachi's going to want to kill him, or he's going to, maybe this killer was actually an alien the whole time, and he's going to be a boss fight. And this is probably going to be a place where Masakaji is going to get to shine. But that overall, that was just a chapter. Nothing really happened besides getting backstory of Masakaji. I'm actually a little curious about this killer, but I'm not too excited about this killer. I mean, unless this killer has some really interesting skills, or he has to be an alien, but I really don't think this killer is going to be able to hold his own against Masakaji in a GantzE suit. So we got to see what's going to happen next. I can't wait till we get back to the games itself. I'm glad that we have got to see a little bit of their personal life. Hopefully is maybe this one more manga of them just kind of seeing them in their personal life. But the next manga after that, I'm hoping we get back into the games, back into fighting those aliens. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next and get these characters, get some character development. But that's all I have today. Please rate, subscribe, comment, and share. It really helps the channel. Thanks for watching. Matane.